Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And yeah, go ahead and drop this one on Thanksgiving, man. I'm gonna get with the fam a little bit later on today. Have a good time. Get that family recharge, man. I hope everyone gets an opportunity to get to hang out a little bit with the people you love, man. Take the edge off, man. Have a good time. Be safe. But yeah, I was having a conversation with one of my guys yesterday, and we were just discussing some parts of the modifier virtual, and he made an interesting statement. He said, Coach, he said, I think with all this stuff, he said, man, he said, I see skill making a comeback in Madden. And y'all, I'm always on the fence with that, because I know for a fact that the game is only gonna let you be so successful using skill. I mean, it has to, like I said, it's rules of engagement in Madden. They have to keep skilled people engaged, and then they have to keep the scheme people engaged, and yeah, it's like a really fine dance that they have to do. But what I was telling him is, I said, well, the thing is, the more consistent you get using the mechanics, people and the guys who've been with me for over the years, they've noticed that the mechanics don't really change. They just tweak. It may go from one button to a different button, or it may be a different timing mechanism that causes certain players or certain things to react the way that they do. So the mechanics will always be there. It's just basically always going to be the tweaking part of it, because they can update all the stuff that they want to update, but the game still has to have a functional sense to it. So you have to be able to press a button to do something, in other words. And so in that sense, I can't deny that. It's obvious that with they've made some changes in the last maybe month or so to the game, where the game has the speed of the game has gotten faster. And some people will say, okay, it kind of coincides with Ultimate Team. As they raise the levels of Ultimate Team, the game becomes more engaged on regs. And so that's a theory that I've heard, and I don't disagree with that totally. There are just certain parts of it, but the key is that as long as you're in tune with your mechanics, you're going to be doing the same type of things throughout the years. It's not really your mechanics aren't going to change. You're just going to enhance them. You like I said, you might change a button here or there. You might change a concept here or there, but the game has to function. And so the better you are with the mechanics, the better off you're going to be. And so that's why now it's so much easier for a lot of people, especially using the modifier stuff, to run. You see my guy Doc J right here just mossing me something dirty right there. It's going to be easier to make catches. It's going to be easier to pick up blitzes, especially with the new impact blocking system video, which is going crazy right now. But we figure these things out as the year goes along. So that's why at the beginning of every year, I always give that same disclaimer. It's like, okay, yeah, let's see what happens as the year goes along, or after, some of the MCS events, because the game starts as one game, but then eventually it just morphs off into something else as the year goes along. The game doesn't even feel the same as it felt in the first month of the game. I'll say that right now. It feels totally different. It has more of a college vibe and a more up-tempo, high octane kind of feel to it. And again, that may be seasonal, as we get along into it, we may get different abilities or whatever, defensively, that may become more prevalent, that will slow down some of the stuff that you see right now on the game. And right now on the game, though, to be honest, that was a great swat. But I was so proud of that play. But on the game, like right now, as far as I'm concerned, I don't really see a whole abilities making a big difference. And that's just, it might just be me. I can do the same things with a guy that has no abilities that I can do with a guy that has all of it. Maybe in the defensive line areas where I see most of the differences, the difference making in terms of abilities, and that's not even that consistent either, but they told us that. But the main thing for me is it offensively, I would say get your protections right. If you can get your protections right, you can get time to make throws. There are routes out there on the field that are always going to be open. And then when you go down the field, like I said, man, get that modifier video, get the protection video, get a few of these. I have a catching video that's coming up. You got to stay up, and that's what the reason why I update this stuff is it becomes better to me. And so that's why I'll make there might be an offensive line video virtual at the beginning of the year, and then 2 or 3 months later there may be something else that comes up, and I mean something significant, which in this case with the impact blocking system video. But throughout all of that, I say that to say that all of it's still mechanics. It's still kind of a one and the same kind of deal. And so you got to get your mechanics down in this game. I agree. You got to have a good scheme, and you got to know where to go. I mean, like I said, I watch my league guys play, and to me, when I watch my league guys play, to me, it's like watching, and I know this sounds cliche, but it's like watching real football, because I see guys who have their mechanics right, and they're utilizing those mechanics in different styles of play. And so, I don't see guys out there just throwing a gang of RPOs. I was watching one of my guys, Jimbo, play last night, and he just doesn't make a lot of mistakes, man. He goes where he's supposed to go with the ball, and it all looks in timing and in rhythm. Guys like CB, Sports, Rev, Rams Baller, Clutch Gene, man. I mean, it's silent nuisance. I see a big jump in his game, and so it's a lot of guys in my league. Emo, I mean, like my vet guys, the guys who probably been with me for 4 or 5 years at this point now, man. When I watch them play, it's to me it's an extension of watching myself play. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah. But it's a beautiful thing, because I learn things from watching them. I can watch them run something that's similar to what I run, and then I just watch how they put their own spin on the play, not only from a schematic standpoint, but I see how they put their own spin on the mechanics and how they go about making catches and running after the catches and the moves. To me now, one of the most interesting things in the world to me now, and this is why I will kind of say that the skill level thing is coming back a little bit, is just to watch guys and how they move, because now, you can make fakes and you can kind of juke one-on-one, but you can really, it's like you can customize your own moves, when you have the ball in your hand, when you're running the ball. So to me, that is just like crazy. Like, okay, how did he make that move, or how did he see to make that cut when I didn't even see it before the hole was there or whatever. But y'all know I always stay on to me, I'm a passer. I can run, and I do run, but I love to pass. And so, yeah, I got some good catching stuff coming up. Yeah, y'all know I try to pace this stuff as the year goes along. But, man, anyway, y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving, man. Love on your families, man. Hey, man, time is precious. It is your boy, Coach. I'm out.